Hey, what's up you guys? My name is Tyler Rugge. Welcome back to my YouTube channel. So today I wanted to do a tour of all of my houseplants because you guys request this a lot. We have a lot of houseplants. We have a ton of windows in this house. I will say most of the houseplants in our house belong to my girlfriend Maddie. So I'm not going to be going through all of her houseplants. I know she eventually wants to do a houseplant tour on her channel. I also just genuinely don't know what most of her houseplants are. I hardly know what my own houseplants are because I really don't know that much about houseplants, but I still have a decent amount of them to show you, and you'll probably see some of Maddie's houseplants in this video as well anyways, but I'm just not going to be going through all of hers because, again, I don't know what they even are. Anyways, I'm just going to get on with the tour of our houseplants. Starting with the kitchen where we have a decent amount of plants because we have a lot of windows in here. So this is what our windowsill over here currently is looking like. I do have one of my plants hanging there. We'll probably hang some more up there. But yeah, a lot of these are Maddie's, but some of them are also mine. So I'm gonna be going through again all of mine. So starting off right over here, we have my snake plant. This is one that I've been able to keep alive for a while because it's obviously very easy. I actually originally got this snake plant to use in terrariums for my bioactive reptile enclosures, but then I ended up just keeping it as a house plant. Gizmo. Why are you doing this, huh? Is there a reason why you are being so rude today? I'm just trying to show everyone my house plants. You're getting very close to my face. Oh my god. I'm just trying to show everyone my house plants and you're screaming. Why are you screaming so much, huh? Gizmo. Did you just want to be in the video? You could have just said so. You didn't have to scream at us, okay? Gizmo? Please be quiet for like 5 seconds and then we'll move upstairs. So anyways, yeah, that's my snake plant. We'd love to see it. I have this succulent that Maddie got me. It's very sad looking. I don't know what it is about succulents. I feel like they shouldn't be that hard, but for me, they're just like hard. The only succulent I actually haven't struggled with is this one over here that you can see is blooming. That's actually my oldest house plant. I've had this succulent for about 5 or 6 years. And it's also one of my least favorite plants that I have. Then we have my aloe. She's doing really surprisingly well. She's nice and thick. My ZZ plant is also doing well. ZZ plants are literally the easiest plants in the world to take care of. You water them like once a month, maybe once every few weeks. They don't need very high light, but I do have it in this window because they grow a lot better with high light. So basically, if you need the hardest plant to kill, then get a ZZ plant. Up over here, the one hanging, we have my pitcher plant. As you can see, a lot of the pitchers are starting to die off. I'm not 100% sure if the pitchers are dying just naturally because the old pitchers do usually die and then it grows new ones, or if it's because I did something wrong. Sometimes I do forget to water her. I'm not gonna lie to you. I forget she needs water a lot. They like to stay moist. I forget. So yeah. She also had pests and we had to treat it. So that's another thing. But yeah, a lot of the big pitchers are starting to die off, but there's also a lot of new growth. You can see one right there. That's a new pitcher growing. There's a ton of little new pitchers starting to pop up. So she's doing good. But yeah, my pitcher plant, I've had her for a few months and I'm actually really proud of the fact that I've kept it alive so far. Not to brag. I had a Venus flytrap last summer and I killed it immediately. I don't know what it is. Carnivorous plants just aren't really my thing. I love them. Not my thing though. As far as ability to keep alive and thriving, but she's been doing okay surprisingly. So that was the windowsill over there, and then moving over to this area of the kitchen, as you can see, we have plenty more houseplants. So right here we have my Schefflera. I think it's called, or a umbrella tree. I've actually had this one for a couple years and she's been doing really well. And then this was actually a new addition. This is a gold Capella Schefflera. She's really small. This one is a really small one. And the reason why I got it was because I found this one on clearance at Lowe's for $7. And I really like the variegation that's on the leaves. We're gonna see if we can turn this into one of these. And then that one isn't mine, that's Maddie's. I think it's a whale fin. Pretty cool. The gold Schefflera and this spider plant are my two newest additions. I did buy those two plants around the same time, like a week ago. But yeah, that's my spider plant. And I just absolutely love it. It's just nice and big, and I love how it has all these babies dangling here. I think it looks really cool, and I got it for only $25. It's really big for scale. It's bigger than I am, kind of. And also, spider plants are supposed to be very easy to keep alive, meaning good for me. And then over here on this ledge, that's not mine. That is my Pothos. Yeah, it's a Pothos. It's a little bit variegated, pretty straightforward. Then over here we have my Yucca plant. That's a Pilea. That is not mine. That is Maddie's. And then over here, I'll set these on the table so you can see them easier. I started off with this one and I really liked her. She was probably like, if you cut it like here, that's probably about as big as it was when I first got it, but it's grown a lot. This is a Pilea Glocka, and I just love the way it looks and the way it trails. And I wanted to put this in a reptile enclosure, but then I fell in love with it and I was afraid I was gonna kill it because it was doing so well not in an enclosure. And then actually the other day, Maddie surprised me and bought me this really big one. So now I think I'm going to keep this one as a house plant, and then I'm going to put this one in an enclosure and pray that it stays alive. And then I almost forgot to mention this. This is a little spider plant baby. It fell off of my big spider plant, so then I planted it, and I'm trying to see if it'll root in this dirt, and then I might stick it in an enclosure or something. And then moving along into the dining room, we have a ton of plants in here. Most of them are Maddie's. Actually, pretty much all of these are Maddie's. The only plant in here that's actually mine is this Fiddly Fig. Maddie really doesn't like Fiddly Figs. I love the way they look, especially when they're big. I think it looks a little wonky now, but I think like once it grows more shoots, and I'll probably pull some of the bottom leaves off. I really like the way they look when they're more tree-like. And I have absolutely no idea how I've kept this alive. I heard it's you're supposed to like shake them because it simulates a storm. Apparently there's storms wherever they are. And I saw this on TikTok, that when you shake it, it helps them like root stronger and strengthens the stem. I don't know if that's true. Maddie said I'm probably just stressing it out, but I heard that that's what you're supposed to do. Let me know. So I also have this fish tank. I know these aren't houseplants, but I did stick some Pothos in the fish tank. One of the stems died. I need to pull that out, but the other ones are doing really well. They are just living off of the fish tank water, so I think that's pretty cool. And then over here on my desk, we have this other snake plant that Maddie got me. She actually got it for me for Valentine's Day. And as you can see, she kind of decorated it so that it was Studio Ghibli themed, which is my shit. So there's like little Totoros and soot sprites, and also little like forest spirits. I know the lighting is really bad because it's right in front of a window, and then there's no face right there. So I have a couple more houseplants to show you, but I do want to show you my plants that are in my bioactive enclosures. So first we have my tree frog enclosure, which currently does not have my tree frog in it, hence the dry water dish. I had a really bad fungus gnat problem in this enclosure, so I'm currently drying it out and trying to get rid of the fungus gnats. But yeah, I moved my frog into another enclosure, so do not be alarmed. I have a croton in here. I love the way their leaves look. We have these Chinese evergreens. Their leaves look so cool. Just look how pretty that is. He's putting out some new leaves, so they're doing really well. And then I have a little piece of Spanish moss that I'm trying to grow back there. And I'm probably gonna add, I was thinking, a couple snake plants or something like tall to kind of fill up more space up here. So here we have my Crested Gecko enclosure. This is for my Gecko Luna. So this is another Chinese evergreen, just a different type. Again, really beautiful. There is gecko poop on some of the leaves. I do need to clean them off. We have my Dracaena Janet Craig, which I have not been keeping alive very well. And then over in this gecko enclosure, this is Lance's enclosure, another Chinese evergreen. We have a fern, which the only reason I can keep this fern alive, I think, is because it's in this enclosure with humidity. So she's been doing good. Another Dracaena, don't know what kind this is, but she's been doing okay. Some of the leaves are a little bit crispy on the tips, but she's still putting out new growth and thriving. And I might have to actually take her out and replace her with something pretty soon, because she's getting a little bit too big for this enclosure. I also have my Bearded Dragon enclosure. Right now, the only live plant I have in there is that aloe in the back, which is struggling a little bit because Malachi likes to munch on it sometimes, and I also don't water it as much as I should. But Malachi says hello. He loves his aloe plant. It's actually his house plant. So then, last but not least, we have my Philodendron. This is honestly probably one of my favorite houseplants I have. I don't know why, I just love the way it looks, and my Philodendron just has been growing really, really well. I've probably had the Philodendron for like 6 months at least. I really don't know. Time is an illusion. My Philodendron was actually very long. It went down to like, you can't see, but like, it was very long. And then I gave it a little bit of a trim, and I've been propagating the cuttings. So just imagine all of this length added onto the bottom was how long it was, but it was just getting really long, and the leaves at the bottom were starting to get really small. So I decided to just propagate it, and yeah, I'm hoping it'll just branch off some more and get fuller. And then I wanted to give an honorable mention to Maddie's Monsteras. There's 2 really big ones in the corner of our bedroom, and they're just really cool. They're really big. Look how big this leaf is. These are really good. And yeah, that is it for today's houseplant tour. If you guys liked it, make sure to give it a thumbs up. Thank you guys for watching. All my other social media links will be down in the description below, and I will see you guys in my next video.